How you doing, everyone? This is Saturday morning from Israel, and we're going to cook up some lo-fi beat after we sample the guitar from Crispy Beat tutorial, lo-fi guitar. So he made a tutorial to show us how we make his own lo-fi sound, and I really dig this, and I really love the way he plays the guitar. So I decided to make some beat sampling his guitar. So it's gonna be real fun. So let's do it from scratch. This is the raw sound of the guitar. Let's add some EQ. Here you can see I already did something. Basically, I copied the first setting that he did. Not exactly, but you know, he put it in EQ, and after this he put some Ableton compressor. I'm going to put this limiter that I really like. Limiting is a compression, but more hardly compression. So let's a beat. I have this plugin for mastering and mixing. So I'm going to check out the LUFS before and after the compression. Minus 35, 34 and a half. And now, after I add this compression and limiting, it's minus 27. So let's take it to 34 and a half. Somewhere around like this, I think. Okay, so now we are very close. 33. Let's take it down a little bit. Really nice. So before I put some even guitar amps and stuff, EQ and compression, I didn't used to do it, but I'm definitely gonna do it from now because this is a very cool trick. So now let's make our own Ableton stack guitar amp. And we need some, what's the name of it? Cabinet. Let's group them together because I want it two type of cabinet. One for condenser and one for dynamics. So this one will be the dynamic one. So let's see. Ableton sound great. Just playing around. Here it sounds very. I don't want it to be mono, so I put it on dual. As you can see, it's very bright, and we're making some lo-fi, so let's lower the resolution. So I will bring the OCS 45. I really like this OCS 45 plugin. I use it almost on everything, and even on the mastering for the saturation. So what I'm going to do after I made this very simple, you see I didn't tweak anything because and the editing will come with the cassette simulation and EQing and stuff. So a little bit of wow, ladder, some noise. This one. Nice. I'm still want to remove some of the high frequencies, so let's put an EQ after it. This EQ. Let's call this one first stage. Like this, first stage. And this one will be the second stage, or the amp sim. Let's call it amp sim. So before we keep on doing any editing, we need to save, Control S. This is the cassette simulation, and now let's EQ it a little bit. Too bright, and this one adds some warmth. Okay, so we have this. We don't need this now. So let's do before and after with all the plugins. I group all the plugins together, all the effects racks together. And now it sounds like this. Very nice, but if you can hear, there's some peaks like around here. It sounds like sneakers on the floor. So let's put some glue compression. It's catching those peaks. You can see the compressor works real hard in this area. Very nice because it adds some texture. So what Crispy Beat did that I really liked and really didn't thought about it, it's to add some upright bass and stuff like this, and then to resample it all together and to get this touch of a vinyl sound. So what we're going to do is to group the guitar and call it vinyl record. Very nice. Let's put it on repitch. Let's make it much more slower. Nice. So I will edit it very quick. Very nice. So let's do like this. And I want to add some movement. Movement, it's always my go-to. So I use a lot of time Max for Live LFO. No, 50, maybe 50, 55. Cool. A little bit faster. And the auto pen. Very cool stuff. So let's put an LFO because I want the different LFO for the amount and for the rate. So the first one will go to the rate, to the amount. I want it to move slower, but from 30% to 90%. And the rate, I'll use the same first LFO, like this, and between 30% to 85. Let's see. You know what? Let's do it 95. So we have something cool going here, and let's find some upright bass. Really low, and the last thing I will add is some vinyl crackles, and I will reduce the level of the vinyl. You hear this flutter, so the rate is a little bit extreme and the depth too. Let's put it 4, 5, and the flutter on 12. And the vinyl really low, somewhere around minus 45. If you really want to take it to the next lo-fi level, so put the age around here. But it's too much for me. I don't want it to be that old. Maybe I will use it for an SP404 kind of transition later. So I will copy it, put it on the master, and I will shut it down for now, because I don't want to use it. But later I will definitely want to use it. So we have this loop. Let's tweak the LCS 45 a little bit. I really like the beat crusher on this one, so I will add only the saturation for now. I will shut down the wow flutter and the noise, the dropout. Okay, dropout is good. Let's put it on like 80%. And the down sample mode. It's crisp up the eye frequencies, and we'll put another EQ just to make sure everything is fine, something around this, because see all the new lows we've got. Okay, so I really like the vibe of it. Let's resample it all together. Now it's the time to cook up some beat. So I have this drum loop that I really like. And before I'll let you hear it, I put some glue compression because the snare is really piercing the ear. Something like this. Very nice, like the outcome of this. Let's add this hi-hat. This one is the kick, and I'm going to add this awesome effect I bought a few days ago called Kickbox. It comes in a bundle from Soundspot. I bought it on a plugin boutique for $8. Let's loop it because I want to mess around with the kick. Before, the kick is very thin, and now very beefy. 50 Hertz is the place that I like to use this plugin. And now some cymatics Diablo punch. So the kick become more a knocking. Without the mix, 100%. Very, very nice. So let's do something around here. You know what? I really like it when it's knocking. So let's put some EQ, auto filter, what you like. This is nice, but I want to add some my own percussion stuff. So let's record some stuff. So after I recorded some stuff in the room and edited this a little bit and made a little intro, this is the outcome. So you can see you have 5 channels, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that made all from me recording stuff on my mic. And this is how it sounds like. Check it out. Basically, it needs more editing and crispy snack shakers. I see it's a little bit loud in volume. Like this, it will be better. But you can see you can make your own texture stuff, and it's very cool because it's unique. You don't use samples. You don't need 1 hour to adjust the shaker loop to fit your track. You just so after I mess around with the sample a little bit, transpose it. This is the like section B kind of thing that I came up with. So maybe if I will work on this more, it will be smoother and stuff, but you get the point. So you can take the sample you have made and you worked on it and put all these effects and start to mess around with it in the slice mode. So let's come back to the first loop and do some bass line for it. So now after we did all this stuff, it's time to do the bass line. I also added some texture effects in the background, like birds and stuff. So it comes up really nice with the whole overall track.